Okay, so here we are in the meaning building block of PERMA. Meaning in life is associated with well being and positive functioning. Having purpose in life is an important component of well being and it's central to flourishing. This sense of belonging or being at the service of something greater than oneself gives the individual the purpose in life to focus on what is important in the face of significant challenge and adversity. A meaningful life has the feature of using the person's signature strengths in the service of something larger than themselves. Frankl, in his theory of meaning, proposes that each person has an overarching aim for their lives, something they want to achieve, something that gives them force, gives them drive, gives them that energy to wake up every morning and keep going. Meaning is also considered a pathway to foster hope with older adults with chronic illnesses, and it is a process of transcendence. It's important to note that religion and spirituality can give a lot of meaning, and we have to allow this conversation and be comfortable with this conversation in the coaching session. So it can be a powerful source of meaning in life, and religion is really defined as a search for meaning in ways related to the sacred. Religions can provide understanding and psychological support when facing adversity. So we will be coaching patients with chronic condition. It can be COPD, patients that are breathless and fatigued, or any other chronic conditions where pain might be the main symptom. So for many chronic painful conditions, it is said that pain in the pursuit of valued action is purposeful. And pain without purpose is just plain out suffering. And a typical example of this is giving birth, right? So, the pregnant woman goes in to give birth and she is expecting to have pain, but this pain has purpose. So that is the big difference. So we want to have this conversation with our patients. They're not going to like being breathless. They're not going to like having their fatigue. But what is it? What is that thing, that meaning that really gives them the energy to keep going? What is it making it worthwhile? And this aligns with finding individual core values and having a guide toward action. This perspective is known as acceptance and commitment therapy. It develops psychological flexibility, and it's a form of behavioral therapy that combines mindfulness and self-acceptance. In this case, value clarification can help people identify what their values are and how that can influence their decisions and behaviors. So here, this famous quote, he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow, Friedrich Nietzsche. So in a coaching session, you will ask the patient, what's important in their life. What gives them meaning? What gives them force? What gives them drive? This subject can be a little personal or sensitive. You want to make sure you have a good trusting and partnership and a good relationship, a good bond generated beforehand to be able to talk about these, kind of more sensitive topics. And be flexible with the language. You want to just kind of mimic the patient's language so he or she or they might feel comfortable sharing with you. Many people don't know, what is their meaning in life or what is their purpose, and they just don't speak that language. So we have to be ready to just say, okay, what's important in your life? What gives you that energy to get up every day? This session can include subjects like spirituality and religion. The coach role is really just to stay curious, to try to understand maybe how that religion kind of supports the patient or what that means to the patient. You want to show empathy and understanding their worldview. it doesn't mean that you have to agree with it. The patient may choose from different positive psychology interventions this week to develop or further define their meaning in life. The three options that you can offer to your patient is, one is the kindness exercise. And this is, if you will, a very easy and not very complex intervention. So if you feel that the conversation about meaning and purpose really doesn't resonate with your patient, this might be the intervention that you might propose. The second one is the personal philosophy or the value clarification. This one is a very powerful one. And then the third one is a life summary. And I'll explain each one of these in the following videos.